Why Robert Kiyosaki is wrong. Have you ever heard the saying, your house, where you are living, is a liability as it takes money from you every month, and an asset is supposed to put money into your pocket every month? Oh boy, you are not alone on this. To even make it worse, adding insult upon injury, the other common statement is you should not buy a house. Instead, you should rent and pay off other people's mortgage to make them rich. Sit tight, as I'm going to share with you why your house is an asset, if used correctly, and why you should always buy property in any weather or condition. I've made this video into 3 steps. I must warn you not to skip any part so you don't miss the information that is relevant to your journey to becoming successful in life. Step 1. Every successful person starts somewhere, either selling products or items or working at a 9-to-5 job, and after a while pivots into something else which led to who they are today. If you're an entrepreneur, you will agree with me you don't need a large amount of money, or in some cases, you don't need to use your own money to start a business. These days you can start a business with a couple of $100s or pounds. However, as things change quickly or along the line, you will need real money to scale the business. Again, it depends on the business and its nature. This is where your house comes in. Have you ever heard of a second charge mortgage before, or a home line of credit? This is a type of loan mortgage that sits behind your first mortgage. You can easily get this type of credit to help you scale your business, which I did when I first went into property development. I did not use cash at all. I just took out a second loan which got paid back on the completion of the development, which was converting a tired care home into 4 separate houses. So when I hear people saying your house is a liability, in my instance it's not true. And if you look up the definition of an asset from Wikipedia, even in financial accounting, it is anything that can be used to produce positive economic value. Assets represent a value of ownership that can be converted into cash. Step 2. Whilst you can rent a house and then rent it out on Airbnb and Booking.com with the right permission in place, you will miss out on the benefit of capital gains the property will have in the future. We all know property appreciates over time when bought in the right location. Even better, you buy the property and convert the garage into an annex and rent it out as a studio on the short stay rental platforms I mentioned earlier. If you want to know more about this, check out my video on how to turn your house into an asset during a recession. When Robert says your house is a liability, I can understand where he is coming from too, as he is talking to a different audience. If you're watching this video, I consider you to be a very smart person who wants the best for themselves and their family. If you're in a 9-to-5 job, you need to start thinking of buying a property. And paying off someone else's mortgage by paying rent is building wealth for others as though they provided value for you, meaning gave you a place to sleep. However, would it not be nice to use the rent towards your mortgage and know you can request the money paid and the capital appreciation on the property to scale your business in future? Let's talk about the idea of the risk of losing a job and what you can start today so that should, in case the unthinkable happen, you're able to weather the storm. If you live in a 2-bedroom house or more, rent out one room as a short stay. In most areas in the UK, you can charge between £25 to £40 or more, depending on the location of the property. I used to think of property as a liability too, until my wife remortgaged her first house and bought another house, and it all looks like magic, all happening within 2 years, getting all her initial deposit back. I know by now you clearly understand your house is an asset when used right. Step 3. Let's not forget assets represent the value of ownership that can be converted into cash. The simple question is, can you convert a house into cash? Hell yes, so paying off your mortgage can be a form of saving you use down the line towards your pension, as you can convert it to cash and then buy several buy-to-let properties to give you cash on a monthly basis to support your state pension. Buying a property is golden on its own. Exploring turning your property into your own bank is the icing on the cake. You just need to be servile and plan what's best for you and your family. I like the idea of buying properties without using cash, and that is what I do with the equity in my main residence. I just buy more houses. I look for houses that need work. The latest one we bought was for £100,000. We needed a deposit of £25,000 and we shall spend £15,000 on a new kitchen, new windows, bathroom and toilet. Once complete, it will be valued at around £160,000. Remortgaging it to a buy-to-let will give us back £120,000. We go ahead and settle the £100,000 purchase finance and the refurb cost of £15,000 and the charges for the cost of the loan too. Using this strategy, we have a free house technically. We put a tenant into the property and move to the next one. The previous property we bought was used as serviced accommodation, meaning hotel-style private accommodation. We charge a little less than hotels as to help people save money too. I did not get here in just a day, and I was also working 9-to-5 jobs too before as a software developer in test engineer. When I transitioned fully into property, I kept my day job, was very good at work and always looked for ways to make my manager's job easy and better when others treat it as just a job. If you want to know more about this and how I went to create £245,000 profit from my main residence, check out my video, First Time Property Owner Who Makes Money in Recession. If you know anyone who is renting and not sure if they want to buy as they see buying a house as a liability, share this video with them. If you found some value in this video, smash the like button and turn on the notification bell so you know any time I release new videos like this.